Hi, welcome to Fightmaster Yoga. I'm Lesley Fightmaster. This is cardio yoga for weight loss. We've been getting lots of requests for yoga for weight loss. So we're going to start sitting up nice and tall with the shins crossed. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. Take a moment to set your intention. All intentions are always welcome. Let's make this your personal intention today. And then rolling forward. Let's make our way into child's pose. Take the hips all the way back to the heels. Keep the arms extended in front. Spread out the fingers. Nice arrow straight arms. Keep the hands right where they are. And as you inhale, start to make your way up. Bring the chest forward, lifting the chin and tailbone. As you exhale, round the back, take the hips back to the heels. There's some kids playing tag right by us. And again, inhale to come forward, widen across the collarbones. Lift your chin and tailbone up. Draw shoulder blades toward the waist. Exhale, start to round the back slowly. Bring the hips all the way back to the heels. And again, inhaling to come up. Lifting chin, lifting tailbone. Exhale, rounding the back. Take the hips back to the heels. Keep the arms extended in front. And once again, come on up on your inhale. Widen across the collarbones. This time tuck your toes under and take your hips back to your heels in child's pose. And then make your way up and press back to downward facing dog. Arms, shoulders distance, feet, hips width apart. And bicycle the legs if you wish. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Press onto the base of your fingers as you're lifting the forearms. Bend both knees and stretch out in your down dog, pressing the weight up toward the hips and down through the heels. Breathing here. Inhale, make your way into plank pose, top of a push-up. Try to keep your hips and shoulders about in the same line. Lift your right leg up from the inner thigh. As you exhale, bring your knee right in towards your belly. And inhale, extend it back. It's only lifted a little. Exhale, draw it in, knee toward chest. Inhale, extend. Keep the hips level. Exhale, bring it in, rounding the back like you did a moment ago. Inhale, extend it back. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale and reach it back. And exhale, once again, draw it in and make your way to plank and pause. Left leg up, inhale. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale and reach up and back. Drop that outer hip down. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, pull it in. Pull the ribs and belly in as well. Inhale to extend. Drop the outer left hip. Exhale, draw it in using the belly muscles. Inhale, lift it back just a little bit up. Exhale, bring it forward. Inhale, lift it up and then set it back down to plank. Slowly lower knees up or down to the floor. Bring your hands behind you. Interlace your fingers at your low back and inhale, lift into Shavasana. Inner thighs spinning up. Pull the belly away from the floor. Keep the back of your neck long. And then release and rest, unclasp, and then reclasp with your other pinky on top. Pull the belly in. Inhale again, roll the shoulders back as you lift, widening across your collarbones, inner thighs spinning up. We're working the back body, strengthening here. And slowly release. Bring your hands by your low ribs and inhale, cobra or upward dog. Your choice. Then exhale, tuck the toes, stretch all the way back into downward facing dog. Stretching back here, press the weight up toward the hips and then down toward the heels. Inhale again to plank, shoulders over wrists. Lengthen your tailbone towards your heels. Exhale, slowly lower halfway, then press up to plank and back to down dog. We're going to do that again. You can always have your knees down as we do this. Inhale, plank. Exhale, shoulders no lower than elbows, then press up to plank and back into down dog. And again, inhale, plank pose, keep the belly lifted. Exhale, shoulders in line with elbows, press up to plank and then to downward facing dog. And once again, come forward into plank. Halfway down, press up to plank on your exhale and to downward facing dog. Then inhale into plank, exhale, Chaturanga, this time into up dog as you inhale, and back to downward dog as you exhale, stretching back, Lengthening through the spine, look up and step or hop feet to hands. Then inhale, come halfway up, lengthen. And exhale, fold over the legs. Press down to rise up, inhaling, Urdhva Hastasana, and exhaling into Samasthiti at the front of your mat. Finding Tadasana, and feet parallel, reach up on your inhale. Exhale and fold over the legs. As you inhale, look up to lengthen, and exhale, step back into plank pose and lower through Chaturanga. Then inhaling into upward facing dog. Exhale, stretch back to plank, and one more Chaturanga or hold plank, and then lift the hips for downward facing dog. Stretching back here. Keep pressing into the base of your fingers as your forearms lift. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, bend the knee, open up your hip. Press through the left heel. Try to keep the shoulders nice and even. Now square off your hips. As you exhale, bring your knee forward again, just like before. And then inhale, sweep it back and up. Once again, exhale, draw it forward. Shoulders above wrists. Inhale, lift it back and up. Exhale, once again, bring it forward. And inhale, reach up, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it forward. Holding a moment, inhale, lift it up. And exhale, bring it forward. Pausing here for a moment. Keep pressing away from the mat. And then inhale, lightly step it up by your right hand. Take your left knee to the floor. Keep the back toes tucking under. Pull the left hip back. Sink the hips forward as you reach up. Spin triceps forward. Pull the front ribs in and lift up through your back ribs to link them. And exhale, hands to the mat or hands to blocks. Press the back knee up. Inhale, let it come down. Exhale, lift it. Inhale, drop it down. Exhale, lift. If it bothers the knee, keep it down. Drop it down, exhale, lift it up, and inhale, bring it back down. Exhale to lift it, then come back into plank, lower Chaturanga, inhaling upward dog. Exhaling plank, one more Chaturanga or holding plank, lift up and back, downward facing dog. Here we go, left side inhale. Bend the knee, open up the hip, again pressing evenly through the arms and the shoulders, reach down through the right heel. And now we'll square off the hips as you inhale. Exhale, bring the knee right down the center, shoulders above wrists. Pull the belly in. Inhale, lift it up and back. Keep the hips level. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, lift up and back. Drop that outer left hip down. Exhale, bring it forward, shoulders over wrists. Again, inhale, lift it up and back. Exhale, bring it in. Hold a moment, then lift it up, inhale. Exhale, bring it forward. Shoulders over the wrist, drop it down a little, hold it. And then lightly, inhale, step it up by your left foot. Take your right knee to the floor. Keep the back toes tucking under. Pull the left hip back, reach up nice and tall through all four sides of the waist. Spin triceps forward. Breathing here, front ribs in. Lift up through the back ribs, then exhale, bring the hands to the mat and lift the back knee. If you can't reach the mat, use blocks. Exhale, lift the knee. Inhale, drop it down. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower and lift it again. Exhale, inhale, drop it down. Exhale and lift it and come to plank. Lower through Chaturanga, shoulders no lower than the elbows. Inhaling up. I was afraid the water was going to hit me. Come to plank. Hold it or Chaturanga, and then lift up and back again into downward facing dog. Arms, shoulders distance, feet hips width. If you need a break, take it. That wasn't so easy, was it? Take a break, push the pause button. Otherwise, bend the knees, step or hop the feet up. Inhale, come halfway up, lengthen. Exhale and fold. Press through the feet, rise up as you inhale. And exhale, bring the hands down, Samasthiti. Finding Tadasana again at the front of your mat. Feet parallel, then take them hips width apart. Inhale, bend the knees, drop the hips. Make sure knees point straight ahead. Then reach your fingertips for the ground. Maybe touch them. Interlace fingers, inhale. Exhale, fold, straighten the legs as much as you can. Let your head hang. And start to bend the knees, shift the weight again into the heels. Sweep the floor, inhale, Utkatasana. Weight into the heels, drop your tailbone down. Then once again, interlace other pinky on top, roll shoulders back, open chest, inhale, and fold on your exhale. If you can straighten the legs, make sure hips are just above heels. Release, sweep fingertips down, inhale, Utkatasana, sit in your chair. Now bring right hip, right arm back, keep right hip parallel with left. Inhale up, exhale, left hip back, keep the left hip moving forward. Inhale up, keep the weight in the heels, press shins back, right arm back. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale the left arm back, sitting the tailbone down. Inhale, reach up, both arms up. Exhale, now right arm back again. Keep the belly lifted. Inhale up. Exhale, left arm coming back. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Uttanasana. And inhale, look up, lengthen. And exhale, step into plank, Chaturanga, shoulders no lower than elbows. Inhale to press up, shoulders over wrists. Exhale, lift up and back into downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Lift your right leg up as you inhale. Exhale, bring it forward. Pause a moment, press away from the floor. Keep belly and ribs pulling in. And now step it right in the middle of the hands. Spin the back heel down. Heel to arch alignment with your feet. Inhale, come to warrior two. Make sure your right knee's over the ankle. Now bring your left hand behind your back, reverse your warrior, bend into the right knee. Then inhale, come up, right arm in front of the belly, lift, bring the left arm over. So you're not using the right arm for support. Your legs really have to work, and try and open up the chest toward the ceiling. Press into the front heel and through the outer edge of the back foot here. Keep breathing, then reverse on your inhale. Left hand behind, right arm by the ear. Exhaling forward, right hand around belly, left arm up and over. Once again, reverse, left hand behind, right arm up and over. Inhale, come forward, right arm around belly, left arm up and over. And press into the front heel, come to warrior two. Now, come to center, toes point out, drop down. So you're going to drop your hips down. At the same time, press your knees back. Then take your hands up top, interlace fingers, press your palms up. And now inhale, right heel up, exhale, set it down. Inhale, left heel up, exhale, bring it down, right heel up. Set it down, left heel up, and set it down. Inhale, both heels up. Keep dropping your buns down. Hip points lift and slowly set them down. Go a little lower and come up just halfway. Exhale, lower again. Inhale up just halfway. Exhale, lower a little deeper. Inhale up just halfway. Exhale, lower. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, drop down a little lower. Halfway up. Now straighten the back leg. Keep the front knee bent. Come to plank and lower Chaturanga. Inhale, pressing into upward dog. Exhale, back to plank. Hold it, or Chaturanga. And back into downward dog. Inhale. We'll lift the left leg back and up from the inner thigh. Level hips. Exhale, bring it forward. Shoulders over wrists. Hold just a breath. Keep pulling ribs and belly in. One more moment. You got this. Step it between the hands. Spin the back heel down. Press into the front heel. Find warrior two. Make sure your heel to arch aligned with your feet. Lift the chest, shoulder blades. Release away from the ears. Pausing a moment and then reverse. Right hand behind the back. Bend into the front knee. Inhale, lean forward. Take left arm around belly. Reach your right arm over. We're going to hold for a couple breaths here. Make sure your left knee's over the ankle and pointed toward the little toe side of your foot. Reach the right arm over, stretching through the top arm. Then press into the front heel. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Right hand behind, exhale, lean forward, left hand in front of belly, right arm around. So you're not using your left hand for any support. You really got to use the legs. Inhale, right arm behind, reverse. Again, not using the arm for support. And then exhale, left hand forward, right arm across into side angle. Inhale, once again, reverse. And then straighten that front leg. Take your feet, toes facing out into goddess pose. Drop down. Press your knees back, your tailbone down. Interlace, put the other pinky in the front. Reach up tall. Now inhale, right heel up, set it down. Left heel up and set it down. Right heel up, keep dropping the hips, set it down. Left heel up and set it down. And then both heels up. Keep dropping down with your tailbone. Keep lifting hip points up. Press knees back slowly, slowly. We set them down. Lower a little bit, then halfway up. Exhale, lower a little more. Inhale, about halfway up. Exhale, lower, a little lower. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, lower. Keep pressing the knees back. Hip bones lift up. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, lower a little more. Inhale, halfway up. Drop down, exhale. Come halfway up. And then arms to a T, windmill the arms down. Come to plank pose. Chaturanga. Inhale, pressing up. Exhale, plank. Either hold it or take another chaturanga and lift into downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up right away. Exhale, step it up by the right hand. We're going to stand the ball of the back foot. If you have blocks, put them on either side of your front foot. So we're either going to step switch. You can take one foot back, the other foot forward, or if you can, pull the belly in, hop switch. Just make sure the knee lands over the ankle. Hop switch or step. Hop, switch, or step. Use your belly muscles to make the transition. Hop, switch, or step. Hop or step. And then hop or step. Right knee over ankle. Come on up into your crescent pose. Then bend the back knee and straighten it out. If it bothers the knee, keep it straight. Otherwise, bend it a little. Straighten it out. Keep right knee over ankle. Keep ribs and belly in. Bend the knee and straighten. Bend and straighten. Try to keep the hips low if you can. Bend and straighten. Bring the hands down. Move the blocks out of the way. Come to plank and lower chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog. Exhale, plank. Hold it or chaturanga. Press up and back. Downward facing dog. Stretch back here and left leg lifts. Inhale. Slowly step it up by the left thumb. Stand the ball of the back foot. Grab your blocks, or you can have fingertips on the floor. Either step switch. So that's the step switch. Just make sure the knee stays over the ankle. Or using belly muscles, hop switch lightly. So if the hop is for you, do it lightly so it hardly makes a sound. Left leg forward, step or hop switch, right leg forward, step or hop left foot forward, step or hop right, step or hop left, and to the right. Step or hop left foot forward. Make sure the knee is over the ankle. Come into your high lunge. Bend the back knee, and then straighten it slowly. Pull the left hip back. Bend, straighten. Make sure left knee stays over the ankle. Bend the back knee, straighten it out. And again, bend the knee. Keep the front ribs in. Straighten it out. Bend the knee and straighten it. Bring the hands down. And make your way to plank, lower through chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog, come back to plank, hold it, or chaturanga, press up, and lift into downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Good work. Pause here, take a break, or step or hop to seated for little belly work, little core work. So we're going to sit up nice and tall for boat pose. Make sure to keep your spine really long. And if you have any back issues, you're going to hold boat pose, okay? So lengthen through the chest, pull the belly in. If you don't have back issues, lower halfway down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. All the way, halfway down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower, not all the way. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Keep those belly muscles engaged. Inhale, up. Bring your fingertips forward, bend the knees, press up into reverse table. We'll stretch out the shoulders and the belly for a couple breaths. Spiral the thighs in, make sure the outer edges of the feet are parallel, and then sit. We're going to do that whole thing again. Sit up nice and tall. You can also hold behind the knees and hold there. Otherwise, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Any back pain, just sit up. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Be sure your back is not rounding here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Hands behind, fingertips forward, outer edges of the feet parallel. Again, reverse table press up. Let your head go back as long as that doesn't bother your neck. And breathe. It should feel good to stretch out a little. And we're going to do one more set. So sitting up nice and tall, pull the belly in. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Keep the chest lifted. Exhale, lower. Hold, hold, hold. And then all the way onto your back. Bend the knees, feet hips width apart, arms alongside for bridge pose. Press down into the heels, lift into bridge, roll shoulders under, perhaps interlacing the fingers. Spiral the thighs in toward each other. Keep the chin away from the chest. Firmly press into the heels and isometrically drag them back towards your hands so you can engage the muscles in the backs of the legs, those hamstring muscles. Just a couple more breaths here. Remember, if you need to rest, then please rest. Otherwise, lower down, soles of feet together, knees apart. Put a hand on your heart center, hand on the belly. And just check back in with your intention. Whatever it is, honor your intention and honor yourself. Once again, feet parallel. Press into bridge, roll shoulders under, maybe interlace other pinky on top. Keep the chin away from the chest, spiral the thighs in toward each other. Keep lengthening your sitting bones towards the backs of your knees. Again, firmly press into your heels, isometrically dragging them back toward your shoulders to engage those hamstring muscles. So the heels aren't going to move, but feel as if you could move them, as if you were going to move them, but keep grounding the heels down. Breathe here, chin away from chest as you breathe. And then we'll lower down, and this time hug the knees into the chest. So rock a little here side to side. And then start to rock back and forth. If that doesn't work for you, just roll to your right and come up to seated. Work 2 or 3 rocks. Come on up. Extend the legs in front for Dandasana. And we'll bend the right knee for Janu Sirsasana. So inhale, arms up. Turn toward the straight leg. Hinge from the hips. Come forward. Reach for the foot or leg. And then fold, extend forward. Keep the belly lifted even here, pulling it in as you breathe. Keep pulling the left toes back to firm the left leg muscles. Again, pressing that heel down into the floor. Make sure the knee doesn't lock. Inhale, come up and release. Left hand behind, right arm up, inhale. Exhale, take the right arm across, twist. As you inhale, lengthen up nice and tall. As you exhale, roll the left shoulder back and twist. Bring the head to center. And now straighten out your right leg, bend your left. Reach arms up, inhale, turn toward the straight leg, hinge from the hips, come forward, lengthen on the inhale and extend. Try to keep the spine really long instead of letting the upper back round here. Keep leading with the chest, belly toward thigh instead of head toward knee. Pull those right toes back, firming the right leg. Take another breath. And then inhale, lift the head, exhale, and release. Bring your right hand behind, left arm up, inhale. Exhale, take it across. Sit up tall as you inhale. Exhale to twist, rolling the right shoulder back. Make sure the right toes stay pointed up toward the ceiling. And head to center. And then we'll come onto our backs again for a little hip stretch. Bring your right ankle just past your left knee. Flex the ankle. Hold the left shin or hold behind the thigh. If you want a deeper stretch, cradle your right leg in your arms, extending the left leg forward. Just make sure that doesn't bother your knee and that it isn't too much. It can be a pretty deep stretch, so just beware. Take a couple breaths here. Good work today. And now bending the left knee, come back to the regular thread the needle if you did the other variation, and let your knees drop off to the left. Look over the right shoulder, or you can always put your right knee on top of your left knee if that feels better for your twist. Otherwise, it kind of gets into the hip a little bit for me when I twist with my legs in that position. Come back to center, and we'll do the other side. Take the left ankle just past the right knee, flex that ankle, protect the knee. The left hip moves forward gently as you draw the legs in. You're welcome to stay right here, or if you want a little deeper, cradle the left leg, extend the right leg out. And breathe here, still drawing the left hip forward as you breathe. And a nice stretch in the hip. Inhales and exhales equal in length. Now, if you took the variation, bend the right knee, come back into thread the needle legs, and then drop them over to the right, look over the left shoulder. And again, if that doesn't feel right, you can put your left knee on top of the right instead. Just a little gentle twist before we take our final resting pose. And then back to center. Let's make our way into Shavasana. So extend the legs out, let your feet flop open, your arms by your sides, your palms up. Lengthen sitting bones towards backs of heels, shoulder blades toward waist. Close your eyes. Release Ujjayi breathing, just natural breath. Our quote today comes from an anonymous writer. It's very beautiful. You cannot hate, argue, reason, fight, complain, or yell at a dark room enough to illuminate it. Only by shining a light is darkness ever overcome. Be that light. Rest. I will be back shortly. Begin to take some longer breaths here. Start to make little movements in your fingers and your toes. And start to make movements in hands and feet. And begin to stretch out through your arms and your legs. Take a nice long stretch. And then start to bend your knees, roll yourself off to your right side. Once more, honor the intention that you set and honor yourself for showing up and taking your practice today. And slowly make your way up. And let's bring our hands together. Let's bring our hands to the forehead to remind us to have clear and loving thoughts. Hands to heart, reminding us to have clear and loving intentions. And the hands to the mouth, reminding us to have clear and loving communications, sending out positive energy to all beings everywhere. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. And thank you so much for letting me know where you'd like to see workshops. Go to fightmasteryoga.com. Have a great day.